Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tech Adept, Jaeger Bishop here. Now, what is all this about? Well, this is going to be a request video from a man. At least I assume it's a man, whatever. Yeah, I'll assume somebody's gender, I don't care. Anyway, it is a fellow raven by the name of Royal Angel. And he requests that, well, mostly just a little bit of help on Armored Core Nexus here. So, let's go look at a build, shall we? Our builds. So, we have this thing here, North Star. I think it's called North Star, I'm not sure. Is it? Okay, well this one's definitely Grimaldus. Now, what this thing does, what this machine is built to do anyway, is attack. Well, it's a heavy assault and defense machine, basically. Sorry, munching on some salad. Anyway. So, yeah. As you can see, it's a super heavy mech. And it's largely painted gold because gold is superior to all other colors. Okay, so let's go with a different set of arms. Energy drain. So we're gonna go with actually, we're not going to rebuild this thing. There's also this machine here that you can use, but we're going to focus on a general purpose machine today. So, what do we need? Well, forget energy weapons for the most part because they're useless in this game. Your only real chance is to abuse the absolute hell out of the heat mechanic. And how you do that is by, well, basically this, rifles. Lots and lots of rifles. Now, also something to consider is the fact that, well, let's face it, A lot of weapons are absolute dog shit. So, what you want to do is go for something like, say, a shotgun, or handguns, or machine guns, or rifles. One of those. Alternatively, what you could do, what I usually did, was I had something along the lines of, say, what? Oh, come on. Give me what I want. Yeah. Something like this. Only basically like a laser rifle sort of deal. And then I had a machine gun. Typically the Pixie 3 or the Pixie 2. I personally recommend the Pixie 3 just because reduced weight. Now, what you'll typically want to... Now, what some people will say is that you'll want lots of low energy drain and all that. But here's the thing. None. Okay. $18 slots, which is nice. No. Yeah, energy drain. I mean, you can use this if you... I mean, me personally, I just like this. Because it's basically an upgrade version of the basic core. Which in itself is actually pretty good. It's got a lot of AP, a lot of energy defense. Cooling's actually even better. It's just got less slots. It's got 2 less slots, so... Now, for hanger units, typically I go for a blade and a pistol. We're just going to go ahead, maybe switch out for this core, maybe. No. I mostly ended up using these arms because they're lightweight, not because they're any good. We're going to just pop those on for now. And pop on the standard core. Honestly, the standard starting core is not that bad in this game. About one of the only good things, actually. And let's see, optional slots. It also has that little thing in the front that helps shoot down missiles, which is good, so you can use that at your leisure. Actually, we're just gonna go with a secondary machine gun. We're not gonna even pretend like we give a damn about. Let's see. No, not that. This? No. Yeah, I could do that, I suppose. That's the thing. A lot of things do not have much ammunition. That's the main problem you're going to have when you try and build something. Yes, there's a left arm Kurosawa thing. And it's... Honestly, the Kurosawa in this game is dog shit. I really fucking hate the Kurosawa in this game. But what? Now you could always go with a flamethrower. Which, I suppose could be viable, but I prefer this. Wait, is that gold? I can't tell. Weapon color. No, that is not gold. That is green. Well, yellow. Whatever. You get the point. Anyway, so we have this. Now, the main point of Armored Core Nexus is to simply bury your opponent in bullets. Okay, that is the main point of Armored Core Nexus. Bury your opponent in bullets, raise their heat temperature as high as you can. That's about the best you can do. And this is about the best we can do. So, yeah. As you can see, have back-mounted missile launchers. You can go with the smaller ones like this. They are lighter and they do drain less, which is, you know, a good thing in Armored Core. Now, optional parts. Optional parts, this one is paramount because heat stress is something you are going to deal with day in and day out on this thing. Now, we're going to go up the ante on the laser rifle. Okay. Alright, well, okay, we can increase radar range. Which, you know, isn't super fantastic, but it works. So, as you can see, this thing, well, let's face it, I don't really use that thing by, I don't exactly swear by that thing's metrics. It's how it actually performs in combat that counts. Like, you see this thing's performance. Its attack and defense ratings are A. Its cooling is at A. Its energy supply is B. Versus ECM is B. Mobility is a D rank. But it's not designed to be mobile. It's designed to kill things. Basically, in this game, what you'll want are two main types. You want a fast attack like this machine right here, and you want a heavy juggernaut with lots of ammo and firepower. Emphasis on the firepower part, not alpha damage. Although you want that too, which is what this machine is. The Emperor's Champion. It has S for cooling, which is interesting. But in any case, yeah, this right here. Oh, by the way, one thing to definitely note is ECM. ECM affects enemies both in one-on-one combat and in missions. So having a ECM pod like this can really help. Now, I am going to actually end up doing a playthrough of this game. Just because, you know, what the hell, everybody's on the bandwagon anyway. And yes, I'm going to do the playthrough, not the High Marshal. Even though you know... Let's face it, this game... Armored Core Nexus represents a dramatic shift in game design. You can see that it's not just pick up and play anymore, it's very technical, and since I'm the tech adept, I'm the one who's going to be doing the playthrough. Because then I can explain all the minutia that goes on behind the scenes. So, okay. We have this right here. Who's messaging me? Let's see. Sorry, responding to a message. Anyway, now I'm going to actually demonstrate. Ah, fuck. I hate. I'm going to try and properly demonstrate how to use this machine. Alright, attack research facility. Which is with these things. Yay! Honestly, I hate working for Mirage. Ah, here we go. Okay.
Engine combat.
The cultivation tanks are located underground.
So yeah, this is what you'll want to do. In a lot of cases, you want to bury your opponents in a hail of missiles or bullets, one of the two. And you kind of want to jump back and forth as you do it.
Target destroyed.
There you go. Idiot down. Armor Core Nexus, in a way, is something of an improvement because it requires you to basically strip your machine down to the basics. Why isn't it firing? Okay. Okay, so we're going through here. We're going to just okay, yeah, this happens a lot. Ouch. Ah! Crap! Ow! And this is why you will want a good radiator. Whew. That's the thing, you always have to plan for basically the whole op going tits up. Like something horrible happening to you. Kind of like what happened there with
4 targets remaining.
the enemies actually getting a hit on me. Which I'll admit, maybe if I brought a rocket launcher, wouldn't have been a problem. But, you know, hindsight is 20/20. Chalk it up to the fact that I haven't actually played this game in a long time. That said, though, yes. Okay, that's kind of what I was hoping for, is that they would chain react and explode. Ah, shit. Out of ammunition for the one machine gun. But it doesn't really matter.
Mission objective achieved. System switched to normal mode.
One of the secrets to this game is all about angles. It sort of encourages you to be something of a sniper. Blah, blah, don't give a shit. What's this? Blah, blah, whatever, don't care. Okay, AC Battle Brimstone. Eliminate VIP. Not interested. largely because of the fact that it's Mirage, and Mirage can go eat a dick. I mean, they are that way in Armored Core 3 as well, but just... Okay, so let's go for Brimstone. We're just going to take this guy down nice and quick. Woohoo! And yeah, like I said, missile swarms and dual firing weapons. That's how you beat this game. That's how you want to do this. Because at the end of the day, what is this smaller machine I just used? It's a smaller, lighter, faster version of Grimalvis. So, yeah. This is how you win the game, okay? This is the principle of how you win. You have rapid-fire weapons on your arms and a hail of missiles to bury your opponents quickly. Now, you can feel free to go for exceed orbit cannons. I usually don't, because the hitboxes are crap. Which is why I typically go for things like rapid fire weapons such as the machine guns and this dragoon thing, or dragon thing. Because for some reason the target tracking of your actual aimed weapons on your arms is a lot better than the target tracking on, say, an Exceed Orbit Core. Plus, for some stupid fucking reason, in this game, your energy EO cores do not regenerate ammo. I don't know why. Anyway, so hopefully you have the gist of how to make this work. Now obviously, depending on the mission that you're going on, you want to have varying degrees of this kind of setup, which is rapid fire, burying opponents in a hail of missiles and lead. Or in the case of this machine, you basically, it's the same kind of principle, only this is for alpha damage. Now, the WR-09HL Spirit. This weapon, okay, let me just find the Kurosawa over here. This weapon is, the Kurosawa in this game is absolute dog shit. Like, aside from firing material and usage drain, it's dog shit. Go with this. It's a lot easier to obtain. Full stop. It has more ammo. It's more powerful. It has better range. It's lighter. The only thing it doesn't have is energy drain, which it makes up for in attack heat. Attack heat and range. So, there you go. And this thing, the back-mounted laser cannon, which absolutely peels entire sections of machine off. Alright? Now this is good against like large bombers, hard targets that are just going to take for fucking ever to take down unless you have something that really just deals a lot of damage. And yes, I know it has an Exceedor core, and there's a reason for that. Again, it's all alpha damage. This core here has the alpha damage. Alright? It's not about this machine. This is the other kind of machine you need. A machine with very high alpha damage. So, what do we have here? Well, basically it's the same thing as the A10. The machine is built around the weapon selection. Actually, that's the gist of all of the machines, actually. The machines are built around the weapon selections. In Armored Core, and all the Armored Cores before this, well, okay. At the very least, when it came to, what is that? Armored Cores from Armored Core 2 to Silent Line, you could build a machine and just equip it with weapons based around the build of the machine, the kind of build you wanted. Because you could compensate with skill. This game is completely different. In this game, you want to have the build, the weapons you think you can work with, like these, typically rapid fire weapons, I recommend. And then you build the machine around your weapon selection. Okay. You don't just build what you want. You build what works. And that's the problem with the newer games, because you can't really just design whatever you want and it'll work all the time. Especially with all the nerfs to a lot of the weapons and everything. But in any case, so yeah, that's my guide for, or should I say my general guide. For Armored Core Nexus. You'll need two machines. One which is a heavy with lots of firepower. The other is a medium with lots of firepower. And one's a super heavy with one-shot capabilities of hard targets. Also, I should mention that this one also has the longest lock-on range as well of all the machines. Because that's what you want. You want to hit targets at long range and just annihilate them. This is good against ACs as well. I just think these two are better against ACs. But there's definitely a case to be made for something like this, especially against heavier enemies, which will take a lot to bring down. And this is also point weaponry, directed point weaponry. There's no real downside other than the enemy can possibly dodge it. But you only need a few hits to make the damage stick. So, that's my guide there. Until next time, I have been the Tech Adept, Jaeger Bishop. And before I sign off, I would just like to say I do appreciate the views, and I do appreciate, well, whatever feedback you give me. But one thing I really do need, and I hate this, but I have to ask, please do leave a donation to my PayPal, link in the description. It doesn't have to be a lot. This is what I would like to do for a living. Okay, make videos, entertain people. I plan on bringing out some new or more different content, such as my writing, like storytelling and stuff like that. But I need to be able to know that this can actually pay my way. Anyhow, thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care, good luck, and goodbye.